बहुत प्यार.
बहुत प्यार.
Hi, Rudrani. Ben directing was kind of a natural thing. It didn't feel like he was doing something new. It was us figuring it out like we always do.
When Ben called me, I was like, how did you get my number? Like, oh, that's right, you was Batman. And he gave me like this 45-minute speech of why he wanted me in the movie. And I was just like, bro, you had me at hello.
I've never been. Where are you in India?
I'm in Mumbai.
I just met a guy who lives in Mumbai.
Y'all met Ranveer, of course y'all did, at the NBA Celebrity Games.
Yes.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are incredibly talented. And of course, it's the cast of Air. We have Ben Affleck and Chris joining us. Welcome to India and of course, welcome to Speak Easy. Hello.
Thank you. I wish I was in India, but I'm in New York. But thank you for hosting me in India.
Yes. Absolutely. I wish we get to do this in person. You guys have incredible amount of fans.
I've never been. Where are you in India?
I'm in Mumbai.
Oh, really? I just met a guy who lives in Mumbai at the Celebrity All-Star
Ranveer
game.
Singh.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Didn't both Chris and you?
Yes.
Y'all met Ranveer, of course y'all did, at the NBA Celebrity Games.
Yeah, he was great. He was cool.
As well.
Yes.
I'm not sure I tell him.
I've been to India. I've been to Delhi, Bangalore, and the Taj Mahal. I love it.
You've been everywhere.
Of course you have. Okay, it's wonderful. You know, I'm going to start with Ben. Ben, you know, you have done such incredible movies as a director as well, and they've been acclaimed films. I want to know that what do you find that is closer to your heart, or what is more comfortable to you, if I can say that like that? And tell me why, as an actor or as a director, what is it that is more comfortable for you?
I like directing. If I had to pick one only, it would be to direct. When I'm making a movie, and it really feels like a collaboration more than a job. And that's really the joy of it. As an actor, sometimes you're just alone, kind of with your part and your thing that you do, and you feel separated, and kind of come in and say the lines like you're supposed to, and someone tells you if it's right or not. Whereas as a director, the way I like to work is to really involve everybody, and it's a much more shared experience and a happy experience, and I also get to be made better by all the other great people and learn from them. So there's nothing like it. I love it.
You're getting some good reviews already. And of course, JLo herself is all raving about it. Ben, is that some validation?
I want people to see the movie and like it. This is a movie that is made for people who love movies, the kind of movies that, when me and Chris grew up, were, on TV or in movie theaters that were funny and engaging and surprising, and it could be original and could be about people. I have learned at a certain point, like I had, some ups and downs in my career, and I kind of got down, and I thought, well, I can either kind of believe what people are saying and sort of give up, or I can try to develop my own gauge for how successful I think I am. And I chose to do that. And that means you got to be honest with yourself when you're like, nah, I didn't do that as well as I could have. I'd like to do better. But it means it's much more satisfying when you're like, you know what? I love that. I like this thing. And that's the way I feel about this movie is really nothing that anybody could take away from the joy of this film for me. People may not like it. Somebody may not like it. That's okay. Everyone's not the same taste. But I really hope that, and I believe that most people will, because it's optimistic and joyful, and because I don't care who you are, you can't look at the rest of the cast and not think they are really wonderful.
Unfortunately, I'll have to wrap, but Chris, you're so much fun to watch. I want to tell you that.
And thank you very much.
Ben, absolutely. And Ben, I want to tell you that Marlon truly thinks you're Batman for finding his number, because he was in JLo's show and JLo never called him. All right. On that note, thank you. You guys are awesome. Can we do something for your Indian fans and say "Bahut pyar"?
Bahut pyar.
बहुत प्यार.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's anything like it. Thanks.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are incredibly talented and of course, very special, the cast of Air, Matt Damon and Marlon. Hello. Welcome to India.
Hi, Rudrani.
And of course, welcome to India. I'm pretending that we are doing this face-to-face and you're here. It just makes it more fun.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. You're in Mumbai. Let's pretend.
I love the food. Love it.
Great. Okay, Matt, I'm going to start away with the scene that sealed the deal. The speech And you mention about how artists and athletes get to be immortalized, and it is true. Leave a legacy behind. Others are not really that fortunate to do it, right? When you're telling, Michael Jordan and the family out there when you're trying to steal the deal. I think it's such a powerful scene in its way, obviously. But these lines are so true. I want to know, Matt, have you ever thought of it like that? Have you ever thought of the fact that I'm going to be leaving behind a legacy as an actor, and kind of it will be immortalized as artists?
Yeah, I mean, I do think about movies and hope that they last for sure, because then you know that you've made one that's good. It's really, we make a lot, and as Marlon can attest, like, they don't always work out the way you want them to. So when they do work out the way you want them to, it really feels like a minor miracle. And it's usually because you've been kind of a participant in a really great collaboration with a lot of really gifted people and benefited from their input. And so that's what I get excited about when I think of what I might leave behind.
You've collaborated in 9 films with Ben. I'm counting the little ones here and there and everything. I'm asking you to do it. I asked Ben to do it as well, so I want to ask you, Matt, what do you prefer? Who do you prefer? Him as the director or as the co-actor?
Oh, I like it both. It's all kind of, I think Marlon could speak to this too, because he crosses disciplines. There's acting, writing, there's all these different disciplines, and they all kind of feel like part of the same thing, right? It's all kind of creative problem solving. So Ben directing was kind of a natural thing. It didn't feel like he was doing something new. I don't know if that makes sense. It feels like it was us figuring it out like we always do.
Yeah.
It's just what's appropriate for the actual piece. And I think that's the most important thing, is to pick what role is appropriate and what works for your strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really laughed, and I just told Ben that, Marlon, when I read about how you were so surprised that even though J-Lo and you worked in a show together and she never called you, the Batman finally figured it out and got your number. Is that what you said? For being a part?
Yeah. I was just like, when Ben called me, I was like, how did you get my number? Like, I was like, oh, that's right, you was Batman. But I forgot that I actually worked with J-Lo and on In Living Color, and back when I was like 19, and she told him he was looking for a actor that was good, that was comedic, that was good looking, and just had like an extra layer to him. And J-Lo was like, "What about Marlon?" And he was like, "Oh, that's." And he actually credited her with that when he called me, and he gave me like this 45-minute speech of why he wanted me in the movie, and I was just like, "Bro, you had me at hello." Like, I would have did an extra role. I'm there.
I just want to say, Matt, that Jason describes doing the film with you two, with Ben and you, as hanging out with the cool boys. All right.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rudrani, and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are very special. Of course, the incredible cast of Air. I'm talking about, of course, Chris and Jason. Welcome to India. Welcome to Speak Easy.
Thank you for having us. Hello.
Very, very excited. You both have a lot of fans here, of course, with the incredible kind of work that both of you have done. So, Chris, tell me, how liberating is it to just go and abuse Matt Damon on the other side of the phone?
That was a lot of fun. I love screaming at him.
You love that scene?
That was fun. We shot that scene, Matt and I, it's not normally done this way, but we were on the phone at the same time. We were down the hall from each other, and we each had about 3 cameras on us, and so we could overlap and improvise, and then we'd kind of gather together with Ben, and he'd give us some ideas and notes, and we'd go back and scream some more. So that was a ball. And
I think some of those laughs felt genuine. I didn't feel it was fake when he was laughing, and I think you cracked him up a little, didn't you?
I think he was laughing, and then it put it in the movie where it works for his character to think Falk is completely out of his mind at that moment.
Absolutely. I love that scene, of course. And of course, Jason, you describe this film as I get to hang out with the cool boys also. You know, I didn't read much of the script. Now, you've done incredible amount of work. And I want to know, you have, of course. Hello,
No,
I've
take
seen
your
it.
time with this. Yep.
So I want to know, Jason, I really want to know as to, was it beyond just hanging out with the cool guys? I'm sure that little bit of the script you must have read before.
I
the
definitely
signing.
did read the script, but
Thank you.
what was important to me was who the people are. Usually that's what I kind of base my decision on. You know, it's not about the size of the part or anything like that, or the money, or even the location. It's usually the people that are associated with it, and you can't do a lot better than Matt and Ben.
Yeah, they are the cool kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll end it by asking to both of you the questions. Like I was saying, you know, you all have been part of shows that have been so popular. And once you move on, well, you know, from some shows, whether it's Ozark, Arrested Development, even your Chris there, I want to know if, you know, A, are you finally move on? And B, when you do you think that you'd ever come back for a reunion later? Because that's now the trend, right? Like, if it's popular, we'll get them back in some time to see if the, you know, vibe is like that. What do you think of it? And you've been part of shows, Jason, that have been gone for a really long time, right? Like they've lasted.
You're saying for the stuff that we've done before, would we do like a sequel or a reunion?
Ozark.
Yeah.
For Ozark and stuff like that, you know, if they ever think that. Or have you moved on completely and you don't want to do that again?
You're right. Well, with Ozark, I doubt we'd come back together. I mean, we killed somebody every week, so I don't really know who's left. But you know, it's very tempting to go back to something that you loved and something that was successful, but then you might mess it up. And so one of the things I was really proud of with Ozark is that I think we got out of there before we messed it up, because you eventually will, you know, you'll screw it up or you'll wear out your welcome. I mean, there's so many good things to see on television that you don't want to be doing your best work when people have already moved on. So it's nice to get out of there while people were still watching.
Wonderful. What about you, Chris?
I agree with Jason. Yeah, it would be tempting to revisit some of the stuff I've played before, but it's done and we did it, and now time to kind of move forward, I think.
Fair enough. Thank you so much. I really thoroughly enjoyed the film, and kudos, and waiting for more of your work to come out. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love.
Best
Thank
of luck.
you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.